came here to Nimea with intentions just to explore my mind and explore my heart. I really wanted to open myself up to, the things that have been going on in my life. I've gone through some ups and downs and have really progressed my heart in ways that I never could have imagined. 3 years ago, I'm a completely different person, and I know 3 years from now, I will be an even more changed person, because this experience has taught me so much more than I could have ever imagined. I came here hoping to progress those lessons, and understanding of the universe, an understanding of, like I said, my heart, and what I can teach others. I came here knowing that both Jill and Casey were incredible people, and I knew that you had something special here, so I really wanted to experience your presence. And when the moment that I arrived, I could feel just the love, the warmth, the energy that just flooded this space. I was transported from the moment that I walked onto this land into what feels as though another dimension, because it's just not, it's not built with chaos, it's not built with confusion, it's just built in the now. And more and more through my ceremonies, I really came to realize that. My first ceremony, I was a little scared, but at the same time very ready and prepared. So I went in remembering that the things that I've been taught or have kind of been led to understand along the way was to remain centered in your breath and to remain open, understanding that your spine and sitting up is very important. And if you're not sitting up, then laying back, but laying with your chakras really in a line, so that the energy can really flow through the body in its perfect alignment. And that advice was the best advice I could have ever had for myself walking in here, because as I went into that first ceremony, I could feel the energy just flooding through me. I sat very tall and I sat very peaceful. I felt very connected, and that's exactly what I was shown. I was shown the connection to all, and the shamans, they were just beyond my expectations. Everything was beyond my expectations. But they walked around the room and sat with all of us, and from the moments that they started with one of the other guests here, I could feel them move through the room, and I kept my eyes closed because I really wanted to see what the visionary experience would be as well, as that was one of my other purposes for being here, was really to grasp on to that creative outlet that could flood through me from these experiences. And as I did, I could see them, and I'm closing my eyes almost right now because I could see them move from place to place within the room and around the circle. It felt very much like clockwork. And as they presented themselves in front of me, the first thing that I could see with them were these just like bright white lights. And that was just incredible, because I also saw them in the facilitators walking around the space as well, and I could sense their love just emanating through their heart center. And again, that's what I feel like, that's what I was seeing in them, was just the glowing aspect of them. I was able to understand the connection between everyone in that moment, why we were all brought here. We were all brought here for this purpose, to connect, and it was just incredible. From there on, as they were moving through, again, I could feel the energy kind of flooding through me, as if I was becoming one with all of them. And as the shamans would go through, as they were singing the song to my neighbor, to the next, I was experiencing their pains. I was experiencing their love. And wow, that taught me such a great lesson that we really all are one, and we really are all connected. And through understanding the connection that we all have, we can grow and expand in such a bright way. This planet we're on right now, it needs so much love, and we are a piece of it. It is not apart, it is not separate from us, and it is so key for us to understand that awareness and move that forward with others. And I feel that's something that I very much will carry forward from this experience. That was probably one of my key lessons in that ceremony. I went through 4 ceremonies, and in each ceremony it taught me something a little bit more progressed from the first to the next. And it was funny because the second experience I had, I realized I was kind of holding space. But holding space isn't a bad thing. It's actually a really great thing. And in those moments, I thought nothing was going to be happening to me. I think it's really important for others to know that when they come into an experience, they may not be hit with something very visual, and they may not be hit with something that's really strong. Sometimes it works on a very subtle way, and it floods through your energy to space to be able to open you up and really bring about the change that's necessary for within your body so that you can share that without. And I know that from this moment moving forward, everyone I come in contact with, I can show them a piece of me just by having my heart open. So in that moment, I wasn't really sure if something was going to happen, and I was feeling really uncomfortable all night. And then once everybody kind of settled down, I realized that the medicine wanted an experience with me, not necessarily on my own, but just in a more freeing way, and a flood of emotions came through, and it was just so detoxifying. I just felt so bright and clear and cleansed. At the end of the night, I was looking at the stars, and I just felt that deep connection to them, and especially to my neighbor. She was just so important to me the entire time. I can almost feel her here right now. And we just had these little chats, and it helped me to have more realizations. My ceremonies were more about realizations rather than the visuals, and like I said, I had some of that, but it wasn't an extreme part of the experience. It was more about me realizing and connecting dots. I've always felt like I'm in this little puzzle of life, and I felt like I was understanding how those pieces were really flooding and flowing and really just coming together and centering within me. And yeah, so I guess after my second ceremony, I was putting a few more pieces of the puzzle kind of together, and I understood who I was at that moment, and how I am here to do really just tremendous work with this planet, and with the people, and it's important for me to connect. So I took that away, and we went into integration. Integration was really amazing because we were able to talk everything through. After every ceremony, we had the integration that was just helpful for us to be able to connect with the dots a little bit more. As we spoke, we were able to share our stories, and then the others were able to share their stories with us. And it seemed as though there was kind of a pattern and connection of all of us kind of having a little bit to share and explore and to help another. I noticed that something that I kind of deal with is frequencies, these solfeggio frequencies in my meditations, and I felt a really deep connection to that, and that's something that's very important for my growth and expansion in meditation. And another gentleman was actually experiencing some knowledge on frequencies throughout his experience, and I was able to take that away, and I feel as though now I'm able to, and it was about healing the body through foods, and I feel I'm able to take that away and really be able to integrate that within my life so that I can raise my frequency, because it's all about raising us to a higher vibration. And as we raise that vibration, we're able to send and share the love on a really expanded and conscious way. So that was a really great realization in our integration. Wow. From that to the third ceremony was rough. I was kind of in my ego head a little bit, going back and forth, and by the end of the night I realized that I was purging, but I was purging more energy than anything. So I could start to sense where energy was coming through my body and what its effects would have on me, and how to integrate that also within my life and certain things that have also happened before. And that carried it forward again into my fourth ceremony. My fourth ceremony, it was like everything just made sense from the first to the second to the third to the fourth. It was all levels of growth that were happening and brightening the whole concept for me. This experience was nothing but unexpected. It was nothing but eye-opening. It was nothing but tremendously, gloriously beautiful. And I can't speak anything more than the healing aspect is beyond anyone's expectations, and it is so worth it. I feel like I have changed light years beyond what I could ever do on my own. But I feel like she is now a part of me. Mother Ayahuasca is a part of me, and I can carry that forward and really take that and continue to grow. Sometimes we feel as though we need something to latch on to, and that's not something that I've come to think of. I don't think that I need to latch on to Mother Ayahuasca. I just know that she is with me, and I will continue the work with her because she is a magnificent teacher. She has something to share with everyone, and you can feel her through every plant. You can feel her with every step you take with your bare feet on the ground. Her energy floods through this earth. To me, she combined with Mother Earth, and they are one. And we are one with them. And I could not ask for anything more than the realization that by being present in the moment, by being present with your thoughts, and not worrying about the future, not worrying about the past, and just knowing that right now is what matters, and being thankful for that, because I felt an overwhelming piece of gratitude in my fourth ceremony. And I just understood that by being grateful and by being present, you can spread love, and love just emanates through you when you can realize that. So I'm so thankful for that. And I'm thankful to Jill and Casey for what they have created here. It is beyond anything that I've ever experienced. And to be honest, I don't know if I would go anywhere else but here. There's just no need. It's not just magical, it is the appropriate place to be. And love just surrounds you every second of every day here. So thank you for sharing this moment with me and sharing every moment next with me. And you've been in my heart every moment in my past, because everything has led to this moment right now. And it's all going to lead to a great moment in the future as well. So thank you. Thank you.